flash on it. Jenna, where are we eating?
I have no idea what this place is called. I'm just eating pizza. Oh, it's called Cinco's. I heard it.
We are eating at Cinco's Pizza Place. The one place on this resort that isn't
Close.
Oh, close. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All other restaurants were booked for the entire
Yes. The
night.
one thing we have learned here is that everything
Needs a
requires a
reservation.
reservation. Even a ride on the ferry requires a reservation. So we're eating dinner, then finishing packing, and then head to the airport.
Foremost back in the Indian Ocean. Pull into Karachi, Pakistan.
That was excellent. So we highly recommend chicharrones here at the Palmas de Mar if you are staying here. And the waitress we had was super sweet. So now off to packing. It is 12:30 in the morning and we are on our way to the airport. I wonder if we'll be stopped by the police because the curfew here is midnight. So obviously we can show that we're headed to the airport, but I'm very interested to see if we'll get pulled over. But I slept for about an hour and a half. I'm really tired. I just want to go back to bed. It's been a long time since I've done an overnight flight. And now I remember why I don't do them. I'll do overnight layovers because then I can go sleep at an airport, but not flights. But, oh well, we've had an amazing time here in Puerto Rico, and now off to the airport. We have a security guard following us pretty closely.
Look at this way, we got a personal escort.
Yeah, that's right. It's curfew here in Puerto Rico, so I'm sure he's thinking, man, what are these people doing out here? But technically, he can't really pull us over, so. We have been USDA approved in security. My coffee got stopped. They had to check it, which doesn't surprise me. Hey. Oh well. So now we're on to our gate. There are a lot more people here than I thought, but this is also an international airport, so I had to remember that. This airport is so big and so cool, but of course 3:30 in the morning it's not going to be big. It's not gonna be open, but maybe next time. Maybe next time. Look at that, y'all. We are not standing in that line. We wait for everyone else. Nope, no thank you. Two things we would like to share about Puerto Rico's roads, or actually driving, highways. Like, they just stop randomly on the side of the road for no apparent reason. Like, there's not food stands, there's nothing. Like, they just stop. And there's no, like, merge lanes. Like, the road just ends. Like, bam, that's it.
We broke the suspension on the car.
The lane just ends. It doesn't, like, give you any forewarning. And there's no, like, exit signals. Like, hey, like, or exit signs. Like, hey, this is your exit. Nope. So, that is our time in Puerto Rico, what we have learned with their road system, or whatever you want to call it, and tolls everywhere. And Avis told us that 3 weeks after our trip we will be charged for the tolls, so I'm sure I'll see that on my credit card.
Fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tip into the buckle until it clicks. Tighten by...
We have arrived in Orlando. Thankfully, our next flight was just right next to us, so that was really nice. And they were giving out $400 vouchers to 2 people in San Juan, and I came this close to getting it. And apparently they overbooked, and a couple got it, so I'm sure they'll enjoy that for their next vacation. But that's like been a dream of mine, but like something I've always wanted to do, and it's really nice to have a travel voucher. But oh well, I'm sure there will be more. I know. Yeah, so we are all very tired. I pretty much slept this flight. The flight from San Juan to here, it was a little bumpy. I remember the captain even asking the flight attendants to sit down, so hopefully this next one will be smoother, but we're about to board in about 5 to 10 minutes. We're here now, waiting for the shuttle bus to pick us up. Made it back to our car. It's such a gloomy day here in Kansas, but it's like that at home too. It's been raining the past week. We are on our way to lunch since it's 10:20 and there's no point going somewhere for breakfast. And my parents really love this barbecue place, and they really want us to try it. We're following my brother, and yeah. Anyway, our map redirected us. So our resort, I'm personally giving it an 8 because the condo itself was nice and spacious. Everything was great except all the amenities. Sorry, I always say that wrong. If we would have known that they would have been all those things closed early, we wouldn't have stayed there. So that's the thing, they listed all these things, but we got the house through Verbo, but you also can get it like through Booking or all these other places. But definitely do your research about the resorts there in San Juan, just because a lot of things they close early or everything requires a reservation. We've learned it's crazy. So like I said, I give it an 8. I think that's really good just because of those little things. And the fans and lights in each bedroom, we have no idea how to work. Yeah, there was a remote control and it never worked, so I don't know, but that was just weird and random. But I mean, we thoroughly enjoyed it, and we got to explore the resort the last day and found out there were shops and restaurants. We had no idea, but we were busy with other things to do in Puerto Rico, so that's probably mainly why. So anyway, so now we're gonna go eat at a barbecue place and then head home. We just finished lunch at Jack Stack's, and I can't believe it, I forgot my phone to show y'all, but here's a photo of one of our meals. It was so good. So good. It is highly recommended to make a reservation to get into this place because it's so popular. There are 4 locations in Kansas City, and they're all always super busy. Our waitress was telling us that the past 2 to 3 weeks have been extremely busy. So we made a reservation like first thing at like when they first opened. So it was really good. So now we're gonna get gas and head back home. We made it home. I took about an hour nap, but I'm gonna go over some things in just a few minutes about like what we did that cost money and then the things that we did that were free. Okay, we have been home for 2 days, and so many people have been asking me how my trip went and how it was going. And I want to say real quick, I have received so much love and support from these videos. It's crazy. My viewing rates have been going up, my subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So, about Puerto Rico, I loved it. It was a beautiful country. Loved it. Pretty much everything we did was free. Everything. So in San Juan, we did the 2 forts that you saw in the second vlog. Anyway, we did the 2 forts and those cost $10. $10 combined. So when you go to buy one ticket for one fort, that when you buy it, it's automatically included the other fort as well. And they are on opposite sides of each other. So I can't really tell you how far of a walk it is, but they are on opposite sides of each other. Anyway, so only $10 for those. And then when we just walked around Old San Juan, it was all free. I mean, obviously. They do have a history museum. It is closed at this time. It is a little pricey. Didn't do that. And then when we went to Ponce, everything there was free. That little fire station museum that we went to, that was free. You do have to put your name in, take your temperature, all that fun stuff. I do want to say that the masks are really, really important there. They even have police out there making sure you have it on. I'm not used to that because in Arkansas, we don't have that strict that mask mandate anymore. So that was a little, I should be used to it, but I wasn't. So our tickets were $200 round trip through Spirit Airlines through Kansas. We flew out of Kansas City, had a layover in Orlando, and then to San Juan. So that was not bad at all. So, in a moment. My brothers just got home. Goodness. Anyway, so flight's $200. Resort, I'm not sure, but you can stay really cheap. There's not really any areas, like obviously just be smart, like where you're staying. There wasn't anything that I was like, oh my goodness, I wouldn't stay there. So yeah, just be smart. Don't go out at night by yourself. The normal routine that you would do pretty much here in America. Food was excellent. I definitely highly recommend to try the mofongo. That's really good. That's an authentic Puerto Rican thing. I can't really think of any. Plantains is a big thing over there. They either do them sweet or fried. They're really good. And then I'm thinking, then you have to have a COVID test when you come here. And, 72 hours before. Thank you to the Spirit Airlines lady who scared us on the way there. Yeah, if you haven't seen that, watch that vlog. That was nuts. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. We explored the west side of the island. The east side of the island, east. And I want to go back and explore the west. My parents said it's just pretty much a bunch of beaches, but, some pretty areas. So do that. And then honestly, I've seen everything in Puerto Rico and I would be done. I'm one of those people that I don't go back over and over. Okay, I take this back because I've been to Disney over and over. But I just normally don't go back to places over and over. Let's see it again and again. I like to keep exploring new places. And obviously, you guys want to see new places. So anyway, Puerto Rico was awesome. The people there were very friendly. They spoke very good. A lot of them spoke very good English. We were very, very impressed. So thank you all again so much for the love and support, and I can't wait to move forward. I plan on hitting the state of Missouri, but I also have a couple of other fun trips planned. I'm hoping to go out of the country again. We'll see. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe.